Hi, I'm Rani. I'm the product manager at People HR, and I want to talk to you about a new feature that we've recently introduced into People HR, which allows you to track time more efficiently. So we know that in many companies there's going to be projects that are top secret and that only specific people need to see those projects. So what we've actually done is we've created a way for you to show certain projects to specific individuals. Quite a nice feature, because what we can do there is we can allow that specific project and those tasks related to that project to only be seen by the people who those projects are relevant to. Of course, if you need to send data across to other parties, such as payroll, this will allow you to do that in a more efficient manner. Because if you are pulling out data out of People HR and you're only pulling it out based on certain projects, it's going to allow you to break that down. So it's a time saver. Of course, there's less confusion as well, because I only need to see what is relevant to me, what I'm working on at the moment, and most employees you will find are like that. They don't want to have to sift through mounds and mounds of information. They just want to see what is applicable to them at that time. So we're making it easier for the employees as well. So let me hand you over to my colleague Gareth. Gareth's now going to show you how you can actually start using this feature.
Thank you, Rani. So I'm going to show you how to create the different projects, different tasks and different details within your assignments. As Rani said, different companies within the group or different employees will have different projects they can assign themselves to. For instance, if you had someone in sales, you potentially wouldn't want them adding tasks in to do with a customer service department, and likewise the other way around. So what we've done is we've narrowed it down, giving you more flexibility. So if I click on the project, for instance, what I can do is I can click on the plus icon. I can say, is the project in use, yes or no? So again, it's historic projects here. For example, if you've got a project that you're no longer working on, you can come back in here, edit it and say it's no longer in use, and it won't appear for the employee to use. So we'll give the project a name and we'll call it Project 1. And then you can see in here we again have the different companies, different locations, different departments, job roles, employment types, and then specific employees to be included or to exclude certain employees as well. We also have the test rule button. Now the test rule button's there so you can see who this project applies to. So again, you don't have to go through each person in your system, double check in. You can just click on here and see if that rule applies to them. Now, how I'm going to do it, if I click on to save here, you can see now project 1 is in here. And you can see this office overtime project has a grey tick. That means it's not in use anymore. The rest have a green tick, which means they are in use. Now, if I click onto the task, and the task really is going down into more detail. So you can see if I click on the plus icon, I can see is it in use again. So we'll call this one task 1. But in here we can say, well, which projects does it assign to? So we don't have to assign it to all projects. We could say, well, it's just this one. Click on to save, and then you can see it's created it in there. And again, we can filter that with in use or not in use. Again, if we untick, you can see the grey tick. And finally, if we click on the detail, click on the plus icon, again we're going into more detail here. So you can see again the in use button, and it's asking what's the task detail name. So I'll call it detail 1. And again, just like we could with a task, we can now say, well, which task is this one assigned to? And I could say, well, actually it's going to be assigned to this one. Click on to save, and that means detail 1 is only assigned to task 1, which is here. And this is only assigned to project 1. So if I'm going into the employee's record and I want to use this, what we can do is go to the employee, and the employee can do this themselves. Click on the planner tab. When they click onto the plus icon, click onto the assignment, click onto add new. This is where we can select the relevant project, relevant task, relevant, detail, and put the start time and end time into here. Once we click save, then our manager will be informed via email.
Thank you, Gareth. So hopefully now you'll be able to go off and start using our project's timesheets. If you need more information on how to use this feature, go to help.peoplehr.com. Thank you and see you again.